Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing Abelo's new design poly hive. Hello, I'm Angharad from Gwenny and Griffith and welcome to our YouTube channel. And here we talk everything from beekeeping to farming and countryside living. And today I'm going to be unboxing this new design poly hive by Abelo. I'm really excited to get into it, so let's open the box. And so here it is. I'm absolutely delighted with this. Look at this beautiful pink and grey colour. Now, there's a choice of colours. You can either have green, grey, blue and yellow, or unpainted. But I don't know why you'd go for unpainted, because I think the colours, the choice of colours is brilliant. So first impressions, well, I love the two-tone colour. I obviously went for the pink and grey, with, you know, pink being one of my favourite colours. It's a new design, so it's sort of more aesthetically pleasing. It's got the slimline look, so it looks nice and modern, and yeah, it looks really well made. It's also worth noting that you can buy the crown boards and extra supers in the colours that I mentioned. Let's have a look at some of the features on the hive. So the first thing I've noticed is we've got the polystyrene plugs on the brood box and on the supers. This allows honeybees to come in and out from the supers. Some believe that it can help increase honey flow, and also it allows, for example, if you've got drones in there, quick exit for the drones from the boxes. Next thing I've noticed is that on the lid here you've got the ridge here, which allows you to strap the hive down more securely for winter or for transportation, for example. The hive, the slimline hive, just to note as well, is exactly the same exterior footprint as that of a national wooden hive. Therefore, your supers from your wooden hive would sit perfectly on top of this and nothing would sort of stick out. The polystyrene is single moulded, which gives it that additional extra strength. And I have to say, one of the key things that I really love about this, apart from the colour of course, is that there's absolutely no assembly required. You saw me taking it out of the box and here it is. So it's easy, you can set it up right away and there's no work involved with it at all. So that's the outside of the hive. Now let's have a look inside. Right, so taking off the roof, the first thing I notice is that you've got the ridge around the inner lip here, which means that the roof would actually have to lift off during a storm, and it prevents it from sliding off. So that's a good feature of the hive. In this bag here then, we've got replacement plugs to use instead of the polystyrene plugs. These would be used, for example, during a really hot spell, and if you needed extra ventilation within the hives or supers because it's too warm for the bees, then you'd replace the polystyrene with these plugs. And it's worth noting that the gaps are too small for Asian hornets or any other pests to enter the hive. So well worth remembering those and keeping those safe. So here we have the crown board, packed with lots of features. First thing, you've got the polystyrene plug there to help with insulation. You can remove that to give extra ventilation. Should you need to remove that then when feeding, you can pop this out, she says. Yeah, you can pop that out, giving access to the bees to come up to feed fondant. So you could put a slab of fondant in the recess here and bees can have access to it. In addition, you've got the access here to the old styled bucket feeders. So if you wanted to feed that to the bees, then you can remove that plug and that would fit nice and snug there. One of the other features of this crown board that I really like is the recess here, which the dimensions match the licensed 2.5 litre feeder perfectly. So you could remove this plug, allowing access to the bees to come up to the feeder. Feeder is an optional extra, but it's well worth thinking of buying one, and here I've got one example for you. So the bees could come up through the slot here into their access point there and into the feeder, and that fits perfectly into the recess there. So with the feeder in place, the roof can go back on, fits nice and snug, no air gaps whatsoever, so there's maximum insulation inside the hive. So love that crown board. It's obvious that so much thought has gone into designing this to make a beekeeper's life so much easier, and it's definitely one of the key features of this hive. Another thing that comes with the hive is this mouse guard. So the mouse guard will slot in perfectly there, and you can slide that then back and forth. Another feature then is you can turn this around, and then that closes the hive, so you can transport your hive to places. So we'll take the crown board off and have a look inside the hive. The hive comes with 2 supers, and what I really like about this is it's got the hard plastic lining across the top here. Now with a poly hive, when you're levering on the top with your hive tool, wear and tear does wear the polystyrene, and it is prone to damage. But with this hive, it's got this reinforcement along the top here to help preserve the life of the hive, which is a fantastic feature. The plastic reinforcement also extends to underneath the supers to give it that extra strength and durability. And you know, this is the next generation of poly hives, and it's fantastic. What I like also about the hive is it's got the recess on the sides here, but also here, so you can pick up the hive from any angle. So it's another great feature. So again, you've got the same plastic reinforcement on the top of the brood box and on the underside, so it gives it that extra strength and durability. So let's have a look at the floor. You can remove the mouse guard like that quite easily. It's an open mesh floor. You always want an open mesh floor on a polystyrene hive for the ventilation. Nice good quality mesh there. It's been fixed down by plenty of screws, so that's not going to move anywhere anytime soon. On the underside then, you've got the polystyrene tray, which you can move in and out at ease. And so that's the hive. I'm really impressed with the hive. I think these are the next generation poly hives. So much thought has gone into designing the hive. It's got brilliant features to make a beekeeper's life easier, and I think we'll definitely be buying many more of these over the coming months and years, and I can't wait to install this in our apiary. I particularly like the choices of colour that's available, and yeah, really happy with this one. So that's it. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please click that subscribe button, and we look forward to seeing you again on the channel.